Hello, I'm Joan Sparks. I'm the Director of Marketing for North and South America. So we have three solutions. We have Sensormatic, which is loss prevention, video surveillance. We have Shopper Track, which is traffic on the perimeter of the store, inside the store, and the exterior of the store. And then we have RFID inventory. And so I'm going to just walk you through our booth. We have 16 demos, so I'm just going to show you a couple of them and hope that you come back. So our first one will be Shopper Track.
So what I want to talk to you today a little bit before we send you to another station would be how we're thinking about the customer journey and how the customer journey is starting to move outside the store, right? As retailers get into buy online, pick up in store, and the consumer's changing the way they purchase, really important that we start to think about what that customer journey looks like outside the store. And so we've done a lot of work recently with some key partners of ours to begin to identify things like cars and locations in a parking lot so that we can identify things like frequency of use, dwell times, and other KPIs such as that. So some key overarching use cases around this as I think about how would I apply this as a retail person. One, how do I optimize this customer's experience, right? So if they're in a parking lot for a certain amount of time, does that align with what I would expect necessarily from my service model? What's the loyalty factor and what's the visit frequency and how often is that customer returning? So that's the first one. The second one is what's the impact on this customer's, the digital customer's journey on the traditional brick and mortar customer. So we have to rely on those customers who come into the store in the very traditional fashion. Am I staffed to be able to handle this workload in addition to the traditional workload that is coming into my stores?
So basically this is a configuration where the customer previously has registered online on the mobile checkout. They come to the site and they open the app and they're going to proceed to do the purchase on their own. You have an RFID tag in the garment with one-to-one SKU QR code, embedded. So I'm going to proceed to scan the product. You can see that the item is $40. You will recognize the same item. It's ready to proceed to the checkout process. As you can see on the screen, the customer on the phone is going to proceed. The information of the credit card is already listed there, and you're going to move into pay. And once you do the pay, it's going to display to the customer, go ahead and remove the tag. So that's the next item. This is a one set infusion tag, so there is no two separate parts from the pin to the tag, so basically is one unit together. So as you can see, customer is going to be able to place the tag and release the tag once he pays. The tag is released, the item is in the hands, and it has like a self disposal, so there's going to have a sensor there once the tag is released, and it is going to proceed and it's going to dump it in. Now the customer just can walk out, put it on the back, and walk out to the gate. We can do it with the mobile process, but it also can be done on a regular standard self-checkout. We can provide the hardware, the software, the interfacing, and you can do it with the self-checkout in the same way. It doesn't have to be just mobile checkout process. It can be just a standalone self-checkout. We will work with the POS company, and we will be able to interface with whoever vendor is. We work with many providers. If you have a customer that uses a particular self-checkout, we can integrate the RFID solution to it.
This would sense that you had paid for everything and allow you through the gate.
This is our Sensormatic computer vision platform where we power a suite of applications. We have various insights that we can generate from different types of cameras. We have a simple camera here, a simple hybrid camera here. We have an AI camera here. It's built-in hardware for AI processing. We could run statistics and measurement engagements in real time. For example, there's another display where there's a shelf where we're monitoring the people on one side of the shelf and then the items coming on and off the shelf. We could see how long the customers stay. There's different statistics that can be generated, and then engagement overall. So there's just a wide variety of statistics and information that we can provide in real time.
So what I'm showing you here is our platform solution for EAS, electronic article surveillance. This platform connects our pedestals at the front door that sound off the alarms for merchandise that are tagged and labeled. So what you're looking at here is we have a store, right? We have a store level, and then we're all the way up to the corporate level. Okay. So what you're looking at here, the two main value pillars of SMAS are: one, monitoring your system, maximizing the investment of your EAS system. Rhetorical question: when do you know when it's unplugged? Most people say they don't know. How long has it been offline? You don't know. We make sure to maximize your investment. Your equipment's up and running. 3 remote diagnostic centers, 24/7, 365, Asia, US, and Europe. Okay, so that is one. The other value pillar is taking the data that you're getting, your store's talking to you, getting the data from the alarms and associating dollar values to it. So then it gives a bigger seat at the table for LP to show their program success, and to drive more investment, and success in the program. Lastly, we've done an integration. 30 seconds. We've done an integration into video, where we're actually able, for an EAS alarm or a metal foil or jammer, we're able to associate the event and then identify the person of interest and take that and put it on the list and make sure they don't come back.